Hello everyone, welcome to Zochil, the program focused on Mongolian business and economy. I'm Cerberus. For our top stories, Asian Development Bank projects Mongolia's economic growth to further reduce to 2.6% in 2020. Mongolian National Chamber of Commerce and Industry organizes Mongolia-Singapore business meeting. Mr. Tsengel, Deputy Director of MCS Holding, stresses the factors in the successful negotiation with Cerberus management. About 200 companies use Zochil Shop application and website. Today, Asian Development Bank released its report on the Mongolian economic outlook. Mongolia's economic contraction continues to deepen due to the ongoing impacts of the coronavirus pandemic, but it will recover in 2021 as regional economies rebound, says a new report by the Asian Development Bank. In its Asian Development Outlook 2020 update, ADB projects Mongolia's economic growth to further reduce to 2.6% in 2020, a downgrade compared to the 2.1% forecast in April and 1.9% in June, before rebounding to 5.1% in 2021. Mongolia was able to contain the pandemic but couldn't avoid the associated economic cost, said ADB's country director for Mongolia, Mr. Ravich Ramachandran. The external economic shock has left the economy in deep recession, and careful management of macroeconomic fundamentals will be required for recovery. Gross domestic product contracted by 9.7% in the first half of 2020, mainly because COVID-19 substantially reduced exports and capital inflows. Declines in mining, manufacturing, construction, transportation, trade and services dragged down the GDP growth, leaving agriculture as the only positive contributor. Merchandise trade turnover shrank by 16.6% year-on-year in the first 7 months of 2020. Last week, Mongolian National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Embassy of Mongolia-Singapore and Singapore Business Federation jointly organized Mongolia-Singapore webinar business discussion to expand trade and economic cooperation of the two countries. Representatives of more than 100 companies took part in the meeting, exchanging information and holding talks on cooperation opportunities.
This year, Mongolia and Singapore celebrates 50th anniversary of establishment of a diplomatic relationship between two countries. And last year, the business representatives of two countries agreed to do a mutual business conference in each other countries. And last year, Mongolian delegation have had a successful conference, business conference in Singapore. This year, we were supposed to be holding this type of similar conference of business community in Mongolia, but due to current situation with COVID-19, we agreed to organize this meeting through online.
In 2019, bilateral trade rose to $176 million, with Mongolian exports accounting for the majority at $154 million. Mongolia mainly exports mineral products including the iron ore, copper concentrate, and semi-manufactured gold to Singapore. The main import products from Singapore are tobacco, petroleum products, food products, electronics, spare parts, chemical fertilizer, automobiles, and medical equipment.
Singapore is the 5th largest investor in Mongolia, so understandably for business community is Singaporean ties, Singaporean relationship is very important for business relations, and main products are mining sector. 75% of our export trade between Singapore and Mongolia is mining products, and around 20% is catering and other services.
Since 1990, Singapore has invested $1.29 billion in Mongolia, with $73 million in 2016, $135 million in 2017, $46 million in 2018, and $96 million in 2019. Geology and mining are the main sectors attracting the most foreign investment from Singapore. You're watching Zochil, the program focused on Mongolian business and economy. We interviewed Mr. Tsengel, Deputy Director of MCS Holding LLC, about the partnership between MCS Group and Cerberus Management. He shared us his opinion on the deal made between the two companies. According to the deal, Cerberus buys approximately 20% of certain MCS Group companies. MCS Group issued a statement on its website about the partnership with Cerberus Management.
Yes.
It was quite a fresh news in Mongolia, especially in the business community. So could you brief our viewers about the process of this deal?
Sure. So this was a very big and complex process. Even for us, we are used to deal with many foreign brands and investors during our history so far, but this deal was a specific, complex and long process. So the initial discussions have started in September 2018, which is 2 years ago from now. And of course, it involved a long and thorough due diligence by Cerberus' side on all aspects, including financial aspects, compliance, and so on. And it also took many months for us to configure the scope of the transaction in general terms. And then also we had to obtain consents from all our lenders and vendors, our partner brands, and all that took 2 long years of discussions and negotiations. And right now we are very proud and relieved that we were able to complete this deal in success.
Mm-hmm. What were the key factors in the successful negotiation?
Well, first of all, I think the main factor which led us to success was fairness. We have been very open and fair in all our discussions. We were upfront at full disclosure. And I think Cerberus highly valued our compliance standards, our compliance with anti-money laundering, with all the local rules and regulations and so on. So we were, so to say, very clean as a target. Mm-hmm. And also we had, of course, both sides had to be very creative in order to sort out various issues which came out during the negotiations. We had to show a lot of patience and creativity. Mm-hmm. So I think those were the main factors.
Mm-hmm. How important is this step for your company?
Yeah, we think this is a very important step for our company in many aspects. First of all, it strengthens our financial basis, enables us to invest in other big projects in the Mongolian market going forward. Second, it brings us a very experienced and valuable partner, both in terms of growing our domestic businesses and also starting to explore potential businesses outside Mongolia, including exports of existing goods and also new businesses outside Mongolia. Third, this transaction involved the restructuring of the group. We divided the group into basically 2 big parts, and one of those parts became a JV with Cerberus. So we see that part as eligible for a initial public offering in near future. So that will also lays a fundamental basic for us to start working towards initial public offering in future. Of course, it's not finally decided. We will see the market environment and macroeconomic developments going forward. The main message, I think, will be that despite the coronavirus crisis, which has hit all the economies in the world, including Mongolia, foreign investors are still very, very prudent and confident when it comes to the long-term perspectives of the country, Mongolian economy. So our target businesses are consumer businesses which operate domestically in Mongolia. So it shows strong confidence of the investors in the Mongolian consumer and its spending growth going forward. So that's, I think, the main positive message, and we hope this news of our transaction will encourage other investors having discussions with potential Mongolian partners regarding future investments. So we hope this should serve as a good sign of increasing foreign direct investment. Other lessons, of course, will probably relate to the qualities the local businesses would have to have in order to attract foreign investment. So again, it's about compliance, it's about obeying the rules, fair competition, and so on. So I think those are the main messages.
Thank you, sir, for your time.
Thank you.
We are happy to share the achievements and success of a startup team with you. The skillful guys of Zochil Shop have been working hard to develop e-commerce in Mongolia. Zochil Shop is an online platform that's suitable for companies that are looking for e-commerce opportunities. Hello, my name is Bat Bilig. I'm the executive director and co-founder of Zochil Shop. Today, the e-commerce business is starting rapidly develop in Mongolia. Many companies prefer selling their products and services online. They want to become e-commerce companies, but how? That's the question for them. The challenge for companies that need an online platform is a financial problem. They have to pay at least 20 million Mongolian tugrus, or over $7,000 to create a website or application. That's expensive. In other words, there is a growing need for a suitable online platform for companies. Zochil Shop was established to meet the demand. Our startup team has been working since October 2019 to create the cheapest and the most suitable online platform for companies that are looking for e-commerce opportunities. We offer our customers the chance to set up an online store within 3 minutes by just paying 55,000 Mongolian tugrus, or about $20. That is the fastest, cheapest and the most convenient way to have your own online store, not only for companies but also for individuals. Young programmers and software engineers on our team developed this application and website. As of now, about 200 companies are using the Zochil Shop application, and they are quite happy with our products and services. At first, as an unknown startup company, we faced some challenges. One of them was earning people's trust and persuading people. We tried to introduce our application and website to companies and explain to them how they worked. But we were not able to give them a full understanding of the benefits of our products. They didn't believe in us. It took a lot of effort to get our first customers, but we didn't give up. Thanks to being dedicated, we managed to sign our first contract. That was a crucial step for inspiring our team. There are 3 programmers on our software team. We set a goal to work efficiently with a small team. It took us almost 3 months to complete the basic structure of the system. If you decide to start up a small business, your team has to be small, skilled and well organized. That's how any startup company works efficiently and successfully. Generally, the knowledge and skill of our young Mongolian professionals are not bad. We are not falling behind. Many Mongolian software engineers work for big companies such as Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. As program developers, our first task was to fully automate our e-commerce system. After completing this task, we had to connect our system to online payment methods. We successfully did these tasks. The next challenge was to connect the Zochil Shop app and website with our customers' social media accounts. We were able to do that too. There are 9 members of our startup team. We are divided into 3 groups: software development, sales, and customer relationship management. Our services and products are only in the Mongolian language so far. We are planning to make Zochil Shop available in English and Chinese so that our customers can expand their businesses into international markets. That means, by using our application, you can sell your products to Chinese, Korean, Japanese, and American customers. Well, it's been Zochil. Thanks for watching and see you next time.